Here's my analogy for Zelensky. France and Britain are proposing a 30-day ceasefire, and the reports came out that Zelensky's rejecting that. So he's rejecting everything. And there was the idea that he was thinking, and I saw this in a report, and they used the word think. And what I responded with in a tweet was that I think you must look at Zelensky at this point and realize, if you don't acknowledge this about Zelensky, I think it's like not acknowledging how Trump handles himself. Trump is a New York developer. He's a street fighter. He negotiates constantly. He's constantly manipulating, and manipulation doesn't have to be a negative thing in the sense of a negotiation. He's constantly tweaking and looking for angles, and he's not going to do the deal he doesn't want to do, and he's not going to let something die unless it has to. He's going to keep moving. And if you don't understand that about Trump, and you don't understand his sense of humor, you don't understand the bombastic things he says, that, and this may be a different style that people are just not happy with. Look, that's your choice. But this is the way Trump works. And if you don't understand that about Trump, then you're never going to understand him. Zelensky, in this situation, this is my read, he's not thinking. He is like a man in really deep water who's treading water. He's getting very tired. And that water is so deep. Okay, the analogy of the deep water isn't just the war. I think he's so deep personally in this. He's so personally invested in this, of being Zelensky, of wearing those clothes, of living out the persona that's been created in like the Vogue magazine photos of him. I think he's so vested in being him, this, in a sense, fictional character that's been created. And there's probably money and corruption that's all tied with this, that he cannot allow peace right now. And he can't allow elections. And he can't afford to keep fighting. So that adds up to it's the middle of the night, you're thrown out into the middle of the ocean, and you're treading water. There's a lot of sharks called Russians around. And what do you do in that situation? Well, you don't think. You know what you do? If you see anybody else near you, any human being near you, you grab them. And then you grab them and you try to climb on top of them. That's what a panicked person in the ocean will do. And they will drown the other person in order to live. Zelensky is willing to drag down the United States. He's already dragged down the Ukrainian people. He's willing to literally grab people off the street and throw them into vans to make them fight. He's willing to take down all of Europe. He's a drowning man who's willing to drown everyone else in order to live. And he's not trying to keep Ukraine alive. He's trying to keep Zelensky alive. A fictional G.I. Joe. You know little G.I. Joe dolls they used to sell? That's what it reminds me of. He looks like a little guy. When he came out of the car to shake Trump's hand, I noticed things. He takes his right hand and he pats his side. You know why? He's drying his hand. He knows he's about to shake the President of the United States' hand. And he's sweating. He pats his hand. Watch the video. I picked up on that immediately. And then he stands there, and you know what he looks like? He looks like the fifth grader who won the spelling bee, the national spelling bee. And he's invited to meet the President of the United States. And he's nervous. And the fifth grader who won the spelling bee, he should be nervous to meet the United States, to be in the White House. But Zelensky pats his hand. He's sweating. He's fidgety. He's a disaster. He's a drowning man. If we don't acknowledge that, we need elections like ASAP.